Mia was sitting on her couch in her small Atlanta apartment when the lights suddenly went out. At first, she thought it was a power outage, but when she checked the hallway, the lights were still on for everyone else. Then it hit her. She forgot to pay her electricity bill. Again. She opened her phone and logged into her banking app, $12.68. That was all she had left in her account, and it was only the 19th of the month. She had a good job in marketing. She earned more now than she ever had. But somehow, she was always broke. Her credit card balance was growing. Rent, takeout, online shopping, and coffee runs had slowly eaten up every dollar. Sitting in the dark, she felt embarrassed, tired, stuck. That night, she started searching how to stop being broke, how to save money, frugal living tips. She expected boring lists and penny-pinching advice, but what she found surprised her. Frugal living wasn't about being cheap. It was about freedom. And that night, Mia made a decision that would change everything. She would stop surviving and start living smarter. Number 1. The modern misconception of frugality. When people hear the word frugal, they often think of someone who's cheap, someone who never spends money, eats plain rice every day, and says no to fun. But that's not what frugal living really means. Frugality today is not about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes to what truly matters and cutting out what doesn't. It means spending with purpose, not just out of habit. In fact, a 2024 survey by Ramsey Solutions showed that 61% of Americans regret spending too much, not too little. Most people wish they had saved more, started earlier, and made smarter choices with their money. Frugality isn't about living a boring life. It's about building a life with more freedom, less stress, and better control. It's the difference between buying 3 cheap pairs of shoes that fall apart or 1 good pair that lasts for years. It's choosing to cook a nice dinner at home instead of another overpriced delivery that doesn't even taste that good. Frugality is smart. It's thoughtful. And in today's world of fast spending and high debt, it's becoming more powerful and more popular than ever. It's not about being cheap. It's about being clear. Number 2. Frugal 2.0. How Gen Z is redefining frugal living. Frugal living isn't just for grandparents anymore. Gen Z is giving it a fresh, modern twist. Instead of clipping coupons or buying in bulk, young people today are using technology, creativity, and community to live well on less. They're using apps like Splitwise to share bills, Rakuten to earn cash back, and Too Good to Go to grab leftover food from restaurants at low prices. They're finding free stuff on the Buy Nothing project and trading clothes or books instead of always buying new. On TikTok, the hashtag #FrugalLiving has over 230 million views, with users sharing hacks like $5 meal plans, DIY repairs, and ways to have fun without spending much. Many Gen Zers don't see frugality as boring. They see it as smart and stylish. It's about being in control, avoiding debt, and having more money for things that matter, like travel, creativity, or savings. They care about sustainability, too. Buying less helps the planet. Renting instead of owning? That's not just frugal, it's eco-friendly. Frugal 2.0 is not about giving things up. It's about choosing better, using tools, and building a life that feels good without the credit card stress. Number 3. What frugal living actually looks like today, with micro examples. Frugal living isn't just about saving money. It's about spending smarter and living with less stress. It doesn't mean you have to live like a monk or say no to everything fun. It just means making better choices with your time, money, and energy. Here's what modern frugal living actually looks like. Buy quality, not quantity. Instead of buying 3 cheap jackets that fall apart, you buy 1 high-quality one that lasts for years. It costs more upfront, but saves you money in the long run. Repair, don't replace. Dropped your phone? Learn to fix the screen. Torn shirt? Sew it or patch it. YouTube and TikTok are full of tutorials. Fixing things saves money and helps the environment. Transportation switch-ups. Instead of driving everywhere, some people ride an e-bike, walk, or take public transit. It's cheaper, healthier, and often faster in traffic. Rent instead of own. Need a drill for one weekend? Rent it or borrow it from a neighbor. Many cities now have tool libraries or sharing groups where you can get what you need free. Swap and share. Frugal people often use Buy Nothing groups, local Facebook swaps, or even co-op grocery programs to trade, share, and borrow instead of always buying new. Cook more, waste less. Meal prepping saves money and time. People use apps like Supercook to create meals with what's already in their kitchen. Frugal living today is flexible, creative, and even fun. It's not about living smaller, it's about living smarter, with less waste and more freedom. Number 4. The psychology of frugality. Why it feels so good eventually. At first, living frugally can feel like a loss. You might miss eating out, shopping for fun, or that daily coffee run. It feels like you're giving things up, but over time, something surprising happens. Frugal living starts to feel really good.
Why?
Because saving money gives you a sense of control, and that control reduces stress. Psychologists call it financial agency, the feeling that you are in charge of your money, not the other way around. When you say no to impulse spending and yes to smart choices, your brain actually rewards you. Studies show that hitting a savings goal can trigger a dopamine boost, the same brain chemical that makes you feel happy when you win a game or eat your favorite snack. Some people now keep a spend reflection journal, writing down how each purchase made them feel. Over time, they notice that thoughtful, planned spending brings more joy than quick, emotional buys. Frugality also brings peace of mind. No more worrying if your card will be declined. No more guilt after buying things you didn't need. Living frugally isn't just good for your wallet. It's good for your brain, your emotions, and your future. Number 5. How to start frugal living without feeling deprived. Starting a frugal lifestyle doesn't mean you have to give up everything you enjoy. The goal is to feel in control, not restricted. Here's how to ease into it without feeling deprived. Step 1. Try a frugal reset day.
Pick one weekend day.
Don't spend anything, but track everything. What you almost bought, what you used, what brought you joy. This helps you see your habits clearly, without guilt. Step 2. Use the one switch a week method. Instead of changing everything at once, make one small switch each week. Week 1. Make coffee at home. Week 2. Cook dinner 3 nights instead of ordering in. Week 3. Cancel one and use subscription. Week 4. Use the library instead of buying books. Tiny changes are easier to stick with, and they add up fast. Step 3. Use the joy versus utility scale. Before buying something, ask yourself 2 questions. Does this bring me joy? Does this serve a real purpose? If the answer is no to both, skip it. Step 4. Make it a game. Challenge yourself to spend less without feeling like you're missing out. Try a no-spend weekend, or cook 5 meals with just what's already in your kitchen. Frugal living is not about being perfect. It's about progress, not pressure. Start small, stay curious, and make it fit your life. Number 7. Hidden luxuries of frugal living that rich people secretly embrace. Here's a secret. Many rich people live frugally, on purpose. Take Warren Buffett, one of the world's richest men. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958.
Why?
Because it works for him. He doesn't waste money just to show off. The truth is, wealthy people often spend less on things that don't matter, so they can spend more on what does. They buy fewer but better items. They don't chase every trend. They invest in time, health, and peace of mind. Frugality gives them something money can't always buy: freedom. Imagine waking up without worrying about debt. Imagine working because you want to, not because you have to. That's the hidden luxury of living below your means. Frugal living creates space in your life, more room to think, more energy to create, more time with family, friends, or even just yourself. It's not about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes to the right things. In a world that tells us to buy more, frugality is a quiet power move. Rich people know it, and now so do you. Mia's full circle. 6 months later. 6 months after that night in the dark, Mia's life looks completely different. She now has $3,200 in savings, her credit card is paid off, and she feels calmer every day. She cooks at home most nights, bikes to work twice a week, and shops secondhand, not because she has to, but because she wants to. Mia didn't cut out all fun. She just started choosing what really matters. She still treats herself, just with intention. She also started a group chat at work called Frugal and Free, where coworkers share free events, discount codes, and budgeting wins. It's grown into a supportive little community. Mia says the best part isn't the money, it's the peace of mind. She no longer feels anxious every time she opens her bank app. Frugal living didn't make her life smaller. It made her feel stronger, freer, and finally in control. Frugal living is about being smart, free, and in control. You don't need to be rich to live a rich life. You just need to choose what matters most and stop spending on what doesn't. One change at a time. Use the tools, try the tips, and build habits that fit your life. In a world that pushes you to spend more, Choosing to live with less is a quiet kind of power. Frugality isn't a downgrade, it's an upgrade in freedom, and anyone can start today. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.